What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Brewers Franchise. This is episode 3 of season 4. We're in 2027 and we're starting this one off with a trade. Yes, that's right. We are getting Mason Miller from Oakland. They've held on to him and wasted him for long enough. He's got 2 years of arbitration left on his contract, so we've got some control over him. But we are sending Abner Uribe in return. For those that have been following, you know that I love me some Abner Uribe, but he has proven to be not so clutch in the biggest moments. He's already got 5 blown saves this year. He had 2 blown saves in the playoffs last year that were very crucial. So, you know, the A's are actually, they would actually take this trade straight up, Uribe for Mason Miller, because Uribe is a couple years younger and I guess a little bit cheaper. I've got him locked down through arbitration for $2.3 million a year. But just to make it a little bit more realistic here, we're going to throw in Dario Lorenzo, this second base prospect. He is 24 years old, only a 47 overall, but B potential, so a chance to develop. And the Athletics have nobody at second base, so just a prospect for him. We're going to go ahead and lock this in, and I'm excited to hop into gameplay with Mason Miller. All right, hopping into gameplay here. First game of July. Bottom of the 5th, 2 outs. We're down 2-1 against the defending world champion Seattle Mariners. Bryce Miller on the mound. We got runners on first and second for Christian Yelich. All right, there's a ground ball by Yelich. It will make it up the middle. We're sending the runner home. And he will score. This is a tie ball game as Jefferson Caro slides into home. Christian Yelich does it again. Here's ball 2, and Christian Yelich will successfully steal second, his 20th stolen base of the season. Love to see that from the old man. Oh man, we got a fastball down the middle on a full count, but we're just a little bit behind it. That'll be a pop out from Super Sal. And at the end of 5, it's 2-2 against Seattle. All right, same scenario, but one more run added for each team. Willie Adames, the former Brewer, added a run for Seattle. Hideki Watanabe hit a solo home run for us. Now Maikel Garcia is up, tied at 3, bottom of the 7th. He's got a 12-game hitting streak that we're going to try and keep alive against Archie Bradley. Wow. We took what I thought was going to be strike 2 on a 3-1 count, but that's going to be ball 4. And Jefferson Caro ends up hitting an RBI single to give us a 4-3 victory. But Maikel Garcia's hitting streak does die at 12. Well, if you know anything about me, you know I hate the Yankees. And we've split the series so far with them, so I really want to win this game. We're up 3-2 here. Luckily, the Yankees are pretty garbage right now in a big rebuilding phase. Unluckily, Aaron Judge is at the plate. 2 outs, or no, 1 out, bottom of the 5th. We're up 3-2, runners on first and second. Oh, there's a ground ball to the right. Watanabe's got it. He's going to tag the runner. And then we've got Judge at first. Let's go. Hideki Watanabe. He's a gold glover at first, I'm telling you. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 9th, 1 out. We've got a 6-3 lead behind the back of an Adolis Garcia 3-run home run. But Mason Miller, in the first time that we're pitching with him, finds himself in a little bit of trouble. Daniel Susac and Brandon Boissiere, who sound like lackeys from The Sopranos, are on first and second with 1 out. Anthony Volpe is up. Let's get this save. There's a swing and a miss by Volpe on the slider. That's going to get us to 2 outs. It'll bring up the number 2 hitter for the Yankees, Nick Madrigal. I told y'all, they're struggling if Nick Madrigal is their number 2 hitter. First swing by Madrigal, and that one's going to bounce off the base. Wow. Nick Madrigal really heard me talking. That's going to be a run for the Yankees. It's 6-4 here, and here comes Aaron Judge. Oh, there's a hit to center field by Judge. Churrio's going to field it. The throw will go home, but the run will score. It is 6-5. Oh, yes. Fly ball there by Brandon Drury. Whew. And the Brewers pick up the win. Mason Miller picks up the save. Oh, man. All right, it is MLB Draft Day, but first, we got to beat the Reds. Top of the first here, 2 outs. Bases are loaded for Hideki Watanabe against Hunter Green. We dropped game 1 of this series, so let's get out to a good start in this one. Oh, man. 100 miles an hour blown right by us. Oh, it's unfortunate when you know it's coming and you still can't hit it. All right, hopping back in here in the bottom of the third. We're up 2-1. Logan Gilbert's on the mound. Spencer Steer at the plate with 2 runners on and no outs. First pitch is just slammered by Spencer Steer. Well, that's really not how we envisioned it playing out. All right, somehow we got 2 runs back in the top of the 5th. Now it's the bottom of the 5th. 2 outs. Sal Stewart at the plate with Spencer Steer and Eugenio Suarez on base. Let's see if we can get out of this still tied at 4. Oh, there's a nice ground ball. Michael Garcia, easy peasy for him. Into the 5th here, tied at 4. All right, just a little bit later, top of the 6th, 1 out. We're still tied, but runners at the corners for Bo Bichette. All right, 1 ball and 2 strikes here. I think we're going to try and take second with Sal Frelick. We'll see how it goes. That's a ball, and Frelick is in there. So now we'll have runners on second and third with 1 out, 2-2 count. Oh, the changeup gets me. No, Bo. That means we got Adolis Garcia coming up here. Already has a home run today. 23 home runs on the season. Oh, and the Reds did their scouting report. They're going to walk Adolis Garcia, and that will bring up Adrian Esquivel, who is 0 for 3 today, 1 for 6 on the series. Oh, got choked up just a little bit late on that swing. That is super unfortunate. All right, bottom of the 6th now. 1 out, still tied at 4, but the bases are loaded for Spencer Steer, who, well, I mean, we already know what he can do against us. There's a ground ball from Steer. Churio to Bichette, over to Watanabe, and we are out of this one. Still 4-4 after 6. Well, we got an RBI from Jefferson Caro and a 2-run home run from Christian Yelich. And we're going to end up winning this one 8-4. So we didn't have to get it done on offense, but we did have to make some key stops pitching. Love to see it. And that only means one thing. It's time to go draft. All right, so like I said, it is time to draft. We have got our draft board set up. Let's go through some of my favorite people. Last year's draft was pretty stacked with a couple of clear top prospects like Adrian Esquivel and Robbie Johnson. This one, not as much, but there's some strong pitching prospects. A couple of hidden gems we think we found. Felipe Quintero is draft rank number 23. We've got him number 18. Kind of a high risk, potential high reward kind of guy. You know, he could be mid-70s potential, which would be kind of eh. But if he's up to like, you know, mid to high 80s potential, that'd be pretty cool. You'll see a trend here that I have a few catchers on the board. I am looking to possibly, you know, get a catcher and then trade either Jefferson Caro or MJ Melendez before the deadline, just because of roster construction and not being able to keep them both on my roster. So Felipe Quintero is probably our top wish. I try to keep the board to people that I think I can realistically get. Josh Weston here, he is MLB Draft rank number 128. We've got him 61, but I would probably put him even higher. He's 22, and our co-GM wants to join us here. Apollo, come tell me what you think about this stuff. Josh Weston is 22. Hey, buddy. And so he's a little bit behind the curve development-wise. He's a 53 to 63 overall. His potential, we've got it 87 to 97. That would mean minimum IB potential. So this is a guy that we might try and take in like one of the competitive balance rounds after the first round. Red Dye here is a guy that we discovered, and he's pretty interesting. He's 18 years old, 78 to 93 potential, 47 to 62 overall. I mean, looks like he could be a nice, you know, utility, fielding, speed guy. I don't know that we want to take him super high. We've got him ranked 23rd as a team ranking. He's not ranked on MLB. I think we can get him pretty late in the draft, so we might do that. And then Henry Cora is one of the last of the 4 that I'm pretty excited about. He is MLB Draft rank 104, and we've got him 39. Looks like he could be a pretty solid starting pitcher if we pick him up. Tomas Salinas is kind of my backup plan for Felipe Quintero. We've got him ranked 29th. We have the 28th pick, I believe. and he looks like he could be a decent catcher. I don't know. We might have to settle for him. Colin Gonzalez definitely giving me Corbin Carroll vibes with his potential stats and just the way that he looks. We're rounding it out with some people. Some of these people might not make it to us, and then we've got some guys here that we can probably get in the second, third round, something like that. As far as like the top picks go, I would say, like I said, there's really not anything clear cut like normal. So maybe, let's see. I would say you normally don't see. I would say Will McCracken might go in the top 3, and maybe this starting pitcher David Davis, and maybe like Bruce Diaz, or like I don't know, whoever picks a closing pitcher in the top 3. God bless you. Anyway, let's go ahead and hop into it. All right, starting the draft here, the Rockies, Cardinals, and Pirates with the first 3 picks. And the Rockies are going to take David Davis, starting pitcher. He opted out of the doctor exam, so interesting. But we do have him number 1 on our team board, so can't hate on it too much. Now, the Cardinals and Pirates both jumped up a lot in the draft lottery. So these are people that are close to competing and have a chance to pick up some good players. There's John Sears, junior college left-handed starting pitcher, going to the Cardinals at number 2. And now the number 3 pick for the Pirates. This is 2 teams that are in my division, so really important. And they're going to take a closing pitcher, Darius Weaver. So 2 starters and a closing pitcher going off the board first. Hey, I was really close with my predictions there. Bruce Diaz and Will McCracken I had maybe going in the top 3. And they're going to go numbers 4 and 5 to the Nationals and Giants. I really like what the Nationals are building. All right, picks 14 and 15 just passed, and 2 catchers got taken that I did not have at the top of my board, Stefan Gomes and Timmy Dell. So I wonder if I missed out scouting on those guys. Colin Gonzalez, the Corbin Carroll clone, just goes to the Angels, and then there goes a starting pitcher, William Chin. We're still holding out hope for Felipe Quintero at number 28 here. All right, it is pick 28, the Brewers' first pick, and celebration in Milwaukee as Felipe Quintero, the 18-year-old switch-hitting catcher from Mexico, is going to fall to us. A little, like I said, a little bit of risk here involved because of like such a large gap in the potential range, 74 to 90. But he's 18 years old. He can go into our system and marinate for a little bit. And like I said, he's a switch hitter. We have him 18th on our board, and we picked 28th, so we consider this good value. Welcome to the squad, Felipe Quintero. All right, just 5 picks later, we are up again, and nobody that we really wanted got taken, which is really great. It's our competitive balance round A pick. I think this is from when Freddie Peralta got signed after we offered him the qualifying offer. And really the choice here for me comes down to Josh Weston or Henry Cora. Henry Cora has a higher potential range and could potentially be a little bit better right now. He's also 3 years younger. There's got to be a reason we have him ranked 39th on our board and Josh Weston ranked 37th. Weston is ranked 128 on MLB. Cora's 104. All right, so we pick again at pick 63. We're going to go ahead and take Cora because he's more of a high consensus ranked player. And we're going to hope that Weston is still there at our next pick. So, Henry Cora, welcome to the squad. All right, it is pick 63, our pick, and we are not going to waste any time. Josh Weston going to be our pick. It's the 63rd pick. We've got him 61st on our board. Lines up perfectly. Welcome to the squad, Josh Weston. All right, just 2 picks later, competitive balance round B, and we're going to go ahead and take this guy, Mike Walters. He kind of lines up with our draft position as well. We didn't really scout him, so it's kind of a gamble, but I like his beard. All right, compensatory round right here. Pick 75, just a few picks later. Ricky Coronado, we've got him 50th on our draft board. I just don't like the look of like the low strikeouts per nine, the low home runs per nine. I mean, he looks like he's just like kind of a ground ball hitter kind of guy. Like he's got a lot of pitch break, but not a lot of velocity. I don't know. But he's hung around a little bit, and I still think we can get Fred Dye in another round or two. And Dion Connell, I don't know. I do kind of like the velocity. I'm a sucker for velocity. but we've got him ranked lower. So we'll go with this Ricky Coronado guy. I don't love the pick, but maybe I'll be wrong. I don't know. All right, round 3, pick 103. We're going to go ahead and take Fernando Perez here, a relief pitcher. I think he's somebody that we might have discovered when scouting internationally. He's not ranked in MLB, but we've got him 95th. So maybe he pans out, maybe he doesn't. But you can never have enough bullpen arms. Fernando Perez, welcome. All right, round 4 is here, pick 133. I think it's about time we go ahead and take Fred Dye. Again, we've got him 23rd, but I'm not super excited about him. He doesn't look like he's going to be a great offensive player in the future. But, you know, yeah, we're just going to take him. Fred Dye, welcome to the squad. All right, round 5 is here, and Tom Good is the only player left on our board, so might as well take him. We've got him ranked 136. This is pick 163. So for the dyslexic, my bad. All right, it is our last pick, pick 193. There's only 8 prospects left. We got 20 seconds to pick. Lloyd Gardner looks like he has the highest potential from 57 to 82. So we'll take him. Lloyd Gardner, congrats, brother. And that, I mean, there's 2 picks left here. We're just going to go ahead and wrap up the rest of the draft. And one of our guys has a potential injury that could limit their potential. I probably should have read that. All right, All-Star Weekend time, which means it is Home Run Derby time. And what do you know? We don't have anybody in the Home Run Derby again. We would if we would have kept Jake Borga last year, but that's okay. Dang, man. That's tough. I was kind of hoping Adolis Garcia might make it. It's also in Colorado this year. So the matchups are like 1, 8, 2, 7, 3, 6, 4, 5, right? So I'm going to go Jake Borga over Gunnar Henderson round 1. We'll go Pete Alonso in the upset over Matt Olson in round 2. Mike Trout over Matt Wallner in round 3. And Jordan over Shohei in round 4. And I don't know how it works out from there. Let's say Pete Alonso wins it from the 7th seed. All right. Pete Alonso does not upset Matt Olson. So we're headed to the second round here. Let's see what happens. So not only did Matt Olson not get upset in the first round, he beats Mike Trout with a 21-20 home run total. And it's going to be Olson versus Borga in the finals. Y'all, Matt Olson hit 24 home runs. And I didn't think Jake Burger stood a chance. But he's in bonus time here. He's at 21. He's going to need to hit some line shots. Oh, no. That might do it for him, not hitting that one. Some fatigue. And it's going to be a 1 home run difference here. Wow. 24-23. Matt Olson going to defeat Jake Borga and win the home run derby in 2027. All right, taking a look at your 2027 All-Stars. First, for the American League, your starting pitcher is Dustin May with Shane McClanahan, Jose Barrios, Mark Simmons, and Luis Garcia making it. Mark Simmons, whoa, 81 overall at 19 years old for the Orioles. Wow. Okay, relief pitcher Luis Patino is going to make it, and then rounding out the bullpen, Clay Holmes, Devin Williams, Felix Bautista, Joan Duran, Abner Uribe for the Athletics, and Pete Fairbanks. Catchers will be Luis Campusano, Tyler Soderstrom, and Danny Jansen. First base, Jake Burger, Nathaniel Lowe, Yandy Diaz, Gleyber Torres, and Edward Julian at second base. Bobby Witt Jr. and Christopher Morel at third base. Shortstops will be Gunnar Henderson, Corey Seager, and Anthony Volpe. Left field, Yordan Alvarez has 30 home runs already. Stephen Kwan, Dalton Varsho, Mike Trout, and Julio Rodriguez at center field. 31 home runs for Trout already. And then in right field, Juan Soto and Nelson Velasquez double up for the Royals. Jake Burger also going to make it. I think we saw that in first base. All right, let's take a look at the National League. Bobby Miller will be your starter for the Dodgers and the National League. Tristan McKenzie, John Means, Dylan Cease from the Brewers will make the All-Star game again. Sandy Alcantara and, of course, Shohei Ohtani rounding that out. In the bullpen, you got Jose Alvarado, Emmanuel Clase, Adbert Alzolay, Edwin Diaz, Evan Phillips, Mason Miller, newly acquired for the Brewers, and Camilo Doval. At catcher, the Brewers, William Contreras. What is that? 3 for us so far? Hebert Ruiz, and Blake Sable. You got Matt Olson and Ryan Mountcastle at first base. Matt Olson has 33 home runs already. Nico Horner and Jonathan India at second base. Jordan Westberg and Zach DeZenzo for the Reds at third base. Bo Bichette, of course, gonna make the All-Star team. He's batting .325 with 20 home runs so far. Mookie Betts, Trey Turner, and Carlos Correa also make it. Christian Yelich in left field. That's gonna be his third All-Star appearance since 2024, since we started this franchise. And last year he was injured, and before we started this franchise, he had gone 5 years without an All-Star appearance. What a guy. What a guy. In center field, Michael Harris, and then in right field, Nolan Jones, Corbin Carroll, the Brewers, Adolis Garcia, and Ronald Acuna Jr. And the American League will take down the National League in the All-Star game. You hate to see it. All right, it wouldn't be an All-Star break without two GMs getting together over a couple of brews and coming up with a trade. And hey, why not us? So, after drafting, what's his name? Felipe Quintero in the draft, I feel good about letting go of Jefferson Quintero. We wanted to wait it out and see, but we just don't have room. And I like MJ Melendez more immediately as a catcher option whenever William Contreras' contract runs out in a couple of years. So we're going to send Jefferson Quintero. We're going to take advantage of this. We're going to send Jefferson Quintero, our fifth starter, Aaron Ashby, and Jordan Nwogu, who is our top minor league left fielder, you know, besides MJ Melendez, obviously. And then we're going to get back Jason Chourio, who I am assuming is Jackson Chourio's brother. So that's mainly just for the storyline, but that's cool. He will become our top minor league left fielder. And then we're also going to get Nick Lodolo, who is in the last year of his contract. So we're giving up some long-term stuff. You know, Aaron Ashby has a couple of years left. Yeah, so he's got one more year after this year. So giving up an extra year of control. But that's kind of why, you know, we've been working on beefing up our farm system as starting pitcher, because we're going to have some contracts run out in our rotation soon. Anyways, let's get this done. Hey, like I said, GMs, Brewskis, All-Star break. The Tigers are going to acquire Brian Abreu from the New York Yankees, who, once again, I just love saying, are pretty garbage. They're going to pick up Kerry Carpenter, Hogan Harris, who is... and Alvaro Rodriguez, who I'm assuming is a pretty good prospect, 72 overall at 18 years old. All right, first game after the All-Star break against the Dodgers. It's the bottom of the fourth, 2 outs. We are down 1-0, but runners on first and second for Michael Garcia. Oh, man. I felt like we got good wood on that. Unfortunate. Still 1-0 after 4. All right, Los Angeles got another run. We got one back from an Adrian Esquivel home run. Now, bottom of the seventh, no outs. Sal Frelick on first. Michael Garcia up against JP Fireisen. Oh, no. Dude, Michael. That is not very cash money of you. I don't want y'all to see that. We're going to edit that one out. Pretty good swing by Bichette. I feel like that's too high. Too much air under it. Yeah, it's unfortunate. 2-1 here at the end of 7. All right, bottom 8 here. 1 out. Still down 2-1. Adolis Garcia is at second. William Contreras 0 for 3 on the game, but looking to redeem himself here. Oh, good swing. Get up, ball. Get up. Keep going. That's going. Let's go. William Contreras, baby. First pitch of the at-bat. He's going to send it. Apo Taco. The 16th home run of the year for William Contreras. And we are going to take a 3-2 lead here in the 8th. Let's take another look at this. This one just a sinker away, and Contreras goes with it. Nothing too fancy about that. Just lets the ball go where it wants to go. And we're going to take the lead here. Oh! On the 9th pitch of the at-bat, he'll get us with the changeup. And that's going to end the inning. But we do take the lead 3-2. All right, here we go. New closer, Mason Miller in the 9th. We got a 3-2 lead. Let's close this thing out, Brew Crew. Ooh, Travis Pittman, the number 9 hitter for the Dodgers. Goes opposite field with that fastball. Nice swing. But Yelich will settle under it for out number 1 as the lineup turns over. Here comes the once Brewer prospect, Carlton Parker. Oh, ground ball there by Parker. He's got some speed, but Churio charges it. That'll be out number 2 here. That's probably going to bring up Shohei Ohtani. No, Jake McCarthy here. You got to wonder why he's batting number 2. Maybe Shohei got pulled at some point. Or it's just a rest day. I don't know, man. Oh, yeah. McCarthy will pop that one up to Yelich. And that is the ball game. We're going to take the first game after the All-Star break and game 1 of the series against the Dodgers. All right, we have signed our first draft pick. Ricky Coronado is officially a part of the farm system. And signing number 2 here, Henry Cora. So 2 of our starting pitchers that we've drafted have signed. Make that 3 as Josh Weston has chosen to sign with the Brewers. It's now showing 88 to 98 potential instead of 87 to 97. Be interesting to see where he ends up. And our first round pick, Felipe Quintero, has signed, which is good because we went ahead and traded Jefferson Caro. Oh no, he's injured. And now his potential is showing 65 to 80. Before it was like 63 to 87 or something like that. I don't know. Maybe not that much. But still, oh no. All right, final game of a 3-game set against St. Louis. We split the first 2. Looking to win the series. A lot of action early. We're down 2-1 in the bottom of the first. But the bases are loaded for William Contreras with 1 out. Oh, man. Late on that fastball. Just going to be a dinky little pop out to center field. Of course, we're not going to run on Luis Robert there. 2 down here. And that is going to bring up Edmundo Sosa. Nuh-uh. Bro, that ball was below the strike zone. No! I thought Angel Hernandez retired. Like, I was looking away. Oh, man. End of the first. Down 2-1. All right, bottom of the second here. We got us a tie game and another loaded bases situation. This time, Adolis Garcia at the plate. Oh, man. We roll over on the changeup. No! 2-2 here after 2. Well, we got a 3-run home run from Watanabe, a 2-run home run from Adolis Garcia, and I think Christian Yelich hit a 2-run double as well. We're going to win this one 9-2. Hello? All right, our last round draft pick, Lloyd Gardner, has chosen to sign with us. Tom Good is ready for an offer. Let's go ahead and hit him with the low ball. He's going to take it. Nice beard, old Duck Dynasty. All right, game 1 against the White Sox here. We're up 2-0. Bottom of the 7th, no outs. Logan Gilbert has a good game going. But runners on first and second. Jacob Gonzalez at the plate. Let's see if we can just get out of this inning. Yeah, there's a strike 3 on Gonzalez. He will take the 2-seam fastball down in the corner. 7th strikeout of the game for Gilbert. And that is going to bring up Gilberto Celestino. Oh, shallow fly ball by Celestino. Sal Frelick unable to get there. And we're going to have a loaded bases scenario with 1 out here in the 7th. Oh, there's a ground ball. Watanabe going to go to Bichette. Gets this one over to Gilbert. And that is a 3-6-1 double play. And we're out of this. All right, up 3-0 here. Tacked on another run courtesy of a William Contreras RBI. Logan Gilbert's got a shutout going here. Bottom of the 9th, no outs. Let's see if we can finish it up. Ground ball left side to Garcia. I thought it was going to be foul. It's going to be an out, though. Garcia able to field it and get the ball over in time. Wow. Out number 1 there. Ooh, splitter here hit to Garcia. He's going to field that one easily. Just what a beast over there on the hot corner. Oh, there's a swing by Colson Montgomery. Looks like Garcia is going to settle under it with no issue. And it will be a complete game shutout for Logan Gilbert. All right, game 2 of a series against Pittsburgh. We took game 1. We're up 3-0 here. Bottom of the 6th, 2 outs, and the bases are juiced for Walker Jenkins. Let's see if we can get out of this with Dylan Cease. Oh, yes! Beautiful circle change by Dylan Cease, and we're going to keep that 3-0 lead headed to the 7th inning here. And that's all we had to do was make sure we didn't blow it in that scenario. That's a beautiful win for the Brewers. It's going to end up being a 3-0 win. Dylan Cease, your player of the game. Mason Miller, 25 saves now. All right, Fred Dye has signed with the Brewers. This is our shortstop that we discovered. Hopefully he's a nice diamond in the rough. And you know we can't let the trade deadline pass without just making one more move, man. Looking at the trade block here, you know, Spencer Torkelson, I've already got 2 first basemen. I don't know. I don't know, you know, catcher, Luis Campusano, but I do see that it says that the Brewers are interested in Jordan Walker. And, you know, I mean, obviously Christian Yelich plays left field for us. Adolis Garcia plays right field for us. Jordan Walker can play first base, third base, and right field. Now, we're going to do something maybe controversial, but somebody's going to trade for this guy. Maybe it should just be me. All right, let the record show that this is going to hurt me to do. A, I knew this day would come in a couple of years, but maybe not this soon. B, and we could do this deal straight up and just be done with it, but I feel like I'm ripping them off. C, so yes, Jordan Walker here. Just to show you how little they value Jordan Walker, I have put Hideki Watanabe in this trade, and they are like, yeah, we'll give you Jordan Walker, plus who else do you want? But that doesn't make that much sense. Now, Jordan Walker's an 89 overall at 24 years old. He's got 2 years of arbitration left after this. So, you know, we could potentially not have him for very long. But Hideki Watanabe, on the other hand, has 5 years left after this. So this is extending the White Sox a little bit more. And this is going to give me more positional flexibility. Adrian Esquivel has improved some at fielding. Definitely not the fielder Watanabe is. But now with Walker able to play third base, left field, right field, first base, I can kind of mix and match my lineups a little bit more. But I want to make sure I'm giving them proper value. So let me just kind of mess around a little bit. All right, we are hooking the White Sox up. And maybe one day they can build themselves a winning team. First of all, Hideki Watanabe, I did you dirty. You hit a walk-off home run in your MLB debut for us last year. You were one of our consistent hitters in the playoffs last year. I just fell in love with Adrian Esquivel, and there's not room for both of you moving forward. And this is a special opportunity. So we're letting Hideki Watanabe go. He's hitting 283 this year. He's got 17 home runs. He's a Gold Glove first baseman, but that's all he can do is play first base. Eric Brown Jr. has not debuted in the MLB yet at age 26, and the White Sox will probably debut him. So this is great. He gets to go and play in the majors. He had C potential at the start of this franchise and has moved up to B potential. So we're going to let him go. And then Brett Castle, who we got from the Angels in the Jose Ramirez trade in the offseason, 21 years old with A potential, 69 overall. He's going over to the White Sox. We're getting Jordan Walker back. Jordan Walker is batting .285 with 31 home runs so far this year. And he's got more positional flexibility, like I said. We're also going to get Davis Daniel back. He's kind of meh, but I just didn't feel like going to sign another starting pitcher. He's 29, 71 with C potential. So anyway, let's get it done. Judge me in the comments. All right, and last but not least, because I am gracious and because we have so much depth in the outfield for now and for the future, I can't let Andy Pages just rot in AAA. My guy is batting .337 with 21 home runs in AAA. We're going to send him to the Blue Jays, who have George Springer in right field, and he seems to be doing okay, but he is regressing rapidly. So, Andy Pages, going to the Blue Jays. We're just kind of rebuilding our coffers after dumping some prospects. So we're going to get this 18-year-old, 66 overall with C potential second baseman Patrick Weston. And then we are going to pick up Luis Toribio, who is a 70 overall now at 26 years old, B potential, which is nice, but he's kind of like at the point where he should peak. So I don't know that he'll ever be anything great, but he's batting .265 with 9 home runs in AAA. So very nice, and we need a little bit of organizational depth after trading Hideki Watanabe, which is something I never thought I would do going into the season. All right, the reliever that we scouted and drafted, Fernando Perez, has signed, and his potential kind of came down a little bit as we scouted him. Mike Walters also does not look like he's going to be very good. We'll offer him like the minimum we can offer him. He's going to decline that. We'll have one more chance to sign him. All right, final game of July. Today is the trade deadline, but we're done trading. Jordan Walker is on first, Sal Frelick on third, Bo Bichette on second. Bottom of the first, 2 outs. Adrian Esquivel is up. Good swing by Esquivel. This one's going to get through. We're going to send the runner home. There's a play at the plate, and Bo Bichette scores. A 2 RBI single by the rookie Adrian Esquivel. Oh, MJ Melendez is going to get drilled on the shin there. Lucky for that shin protector. Now we got bases loaded for Jackson Chourio. Ooh, ground ball up the middle by Chourio, and that is going to score a run. We're sending Esquivel home. Run, big fella. He is saved. It is 4-0 Milwaukee here in the bottom of the first. That ball's below the zone. We're going to try and steal second here, and Chourio is in. So a base hit from Michael Garcia will score 2 more. 9th stolen base of the season for Jackson Chourio. Good swing there by Michael Garcia. He's going to hit this one to left field. That's going to be a 2 RBI single for Michael Garcia as we jump on Jack Flaherty in the first. 6-0 Milwaukee. And that will end Jack Flaherty's day. 2/3 of an inning pitched, 6 runs allowed, and 1 more he's responsible for on first base. They are going to bring in the relief pitcher, Connor Phillips. Oh no! Yelly, my brother. It's a crap way to end the first, but hey, 6-0 after 1 ain't nothing to sneeze at. Y'all, it is 10-2 now. We are just going off, but we haven't scored in 3 innings, and the big thing is Christian Yelich has a 14-game hitting streak. Levi Stout is on the mound. Let's see if we can get a hit and extend that streak to 15. That's a good swing by Yelich. That pitch is high in the zone, and we put a good swing on it. Caught at the wall. Oh, my gosh. We don't love to see that. But we do love to see a huge victory to end July. The Brewers looking stronger than ever, ready to go into the playoffs. That game is going to finish 10-2. Your player of the game is Nick Lodolo, the former Red. 7 innings pitched, 12 strikeouts, no walks. All right, Mike Walters has declined our last offer, and that's okay because it looks like he's not very good anyway. So signing deadline can only mean one thing. It is time to look at our draft picks. Well, I see some good things and some bad things to start off with. First of all, Felipe Quintero, my guy, ends up having 72 potential, 61 overall. I mean, he might be a career minor leaguer. I don't know, man. He's got 71 discipline, and I know that discipline helps people perform well in sims. Maybe he can play himself into raising his potential some down in the minors. He's got pretty good contact ratings already, and I'm really disappointed in that. But Henry Cora, 62 overall, 93 potential at starting pitcher, 19 years old. Josh Weston, 60 overall, 94 potential at 22 years old. Ricky Coronado, 55 overall with 91 potential at 18 years old. Fernando Perez, going to be a 57 with 74 potential. Fred Dye comes out as a 56 with 87 potential. Tom Good, a 51 with 76 potential. And then Lloyd Gardner, 62 with 70 potential. That's not bad. Let's see if we missed out on anybody around the league. Here's David Davis, the number 1 overall pick. He's a 67 overall with 89 potential. So pretty good number 1 overall pick for the Rockies, even if his name is just super silly. Y'all, I keep telling you how the Yankees are in the mud, and look at this draft. This just makes me so happy. Ooh, okay, here's Tomas Salinas. This is the guy that we were going to draft if we couldn't get our first pick, Felipe Quintero, at catcher. And he ends up better. He's 18 years old, 56 overall, 88 potential. That is a shame. Here's a big-time pickup by the A's. They didn't sign their first-round pick, Reggie Blake, which is interesting. But Scott McMillan, 60 overall, 95 potential at shortstop. Really nice. Woof. Here's a couple gems we missed out on, especially Bo Madlock here. 51 overall with 90 potential. Also a switch hitter. Oh, man. Y'all, I couldn't have gotten him because he got drafted before me, but this catcher is insane. 65 overall, 95 potential. But also, look at this guy. Elton Costello, 93 potential. Marlins over here hogging all the catchers, man. Another catcher with 90 plus potential. They were there. I just missed them. Then Johnny Shivo for the Mets. 88 potential of 50 overall. All right, y'all. So a little bit disappointing with the draft class, just with the first round pick. We reloaded our starting pitchers, and I think that'll probably come in handy at some point because we're set to lose 3 starting pitchers after this year. Logan Gilbert, Edward Cabrera, and Nick Lodolo, I think. So that'll be interesting to see. But hey, we're crushing it. We're 75-39. Got to be the best record in the majors, right? I mean, we're at what, 658? Yeah, the only team that's even close is the Dodgers at 643. They're 72-40. So best record in the majors again. We're going to be looking for the Brewers' first ever 100-win season again. So we've pretty much, I don't want to say we've locked up a playoff spot, but with the Cubs behind by 10.5 games, it feels pretty good as long as nothing crazy happens. So make sure you lock in, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications, all that good stuff. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about that Jordan Walker trade. And we will see you next time for the playoff push. Hey, as always, I really appreciate you. See you next time. Peace out.